Besiyata Dishmayu, the help of Hashem, we're going to talk about Parshas Vayetze. Yaakov Avinu is running away from Esau, and he goes to a Besmedrash of Shem Be'eber for 14 years, as Rashi proves, and then he travels to Haran. And on the way, Hashem make him Kfitzas Haderech, the way like jumps for him, etc., as the Gemara explains. And Rashi brings it down. And the end, and then he sees a vision, Marot Elokim, he sees a vision of Hashem. Angels come up and down, and Hashem speaks to him about all the promises he gives him. And he gets up from the Machazeh. Yaakov Avinu gets up. Vayikatz Yaakov Mishnato. He got up. Vayomer, and he says, Achen yesh Hashem b'mokom hazeh. There's God in this place. V'anoich lo yodati, he was scared. Vayomer ma nora hamakom hazeh. It's a base Elokim. Okay. So what did he do? What did he do? Vayashkem Yaakov b'boker vayikach even asher sam reshotav. Vayosem oiso matzeva. He builds an altar, matzeva. Vayitok Shem al rosh, he pours oil. Vayikro Shem amokem au beiskel. Vayida Yaakov neder. Yaakov Avinu makes a vow. What is a vow? Here we have a machlokes rishonim, to Rashi and Ramban and others. What exactly was the neder? Vayida Yaakov neder limor. A condition. Im yeh Elokim imodi tnai. If Hashem will be with me, ushmorani baderech hazeh asher ani oilech, you're going to guard me in this path that I'm going through. V'nasani v'nosani lechem le'echol u'beged lilbosh. He gives me bread to eat and clothing to wear. And Rashi says, continues this condition. V'shavti b'sholom el beis avi. I will come back in peace to the house of my father. Vehaya Hashem Li Lelokim. It's all part of the condition. And God will be for me as Elokim. What does that mean? So Rashi says, Sheyachul Shmo alai mitchila v'atzoif shelo yimatzeh psul b'zari. Yaakov Avinu is making condition. If none of my children will go away, if none of my children will go away from Hashem, then what? Then va'even hazoit asher samti matzevo yeh beis Elokim. This stone will be a house of God. V'chol asher titen li asren esron loch. I'll give you meiser. I'll give you meiser, 10%. So according to Rashi, Yaakov Avinu, for the giving of Beis Elokim, to make a house of God, and to give meiser, he says, I want few things. I want God will be a guidance to me, shmarani baderech, gives me bread to eat and clothing to wear. I'll come back to my father's home, and none of my children will go away, stray away. Vehaya Hashem Li Lelokim, shelo yimotze psul b'zari, sheyochul shmo alai mitchila v'atzoif. According to the Ramban, and many other Rishonim, and Achoinim, the losh of the Ramban is, Eineinu tnai kedivrei Rashi. Vehaya Hashem Li Lelokim, according to the Ramban, is not a condition. It's not part of the tnai of Yaakov Avinu that his children will not stray away. Aval hu neder, it's part of the vow. Already the vow starts. Vehaya Hashem Li Lelokim, it's already part of the payment, a tashlum of Yaakov Avinu. This is the work of Yaakov Avinu, not Hashem. Vehaya Hashem Li Lelokim is v'inyono im oshu el beis avi evod Hashem hamiyuchod ba'oretz hanivcheres b'mokim ha'even hazoi shetiyeh li lebeis Elokim v'sham motzi zamaiser. He says Vehaya Hashem Li Lelokim is part of making. I'll make a house for Hashem, beis Hashem, take Maisres. Vehaya Hashem Li Lelokim is part of Beis Elokim. It's like a double language. There's a Beis Elokim. Comes to the Rabban, he says, V'yesh ba'inyan sod. This subject has a sod, has a secret in it. Mima she'omu, as it says in Gemara Ksubis, Daf Kuf Yud, Kol adar b'chutz loretz doi mekim mishen lo Elokom. Anyone who lives outside of Israel as if he has no God, or oiv Elokim acherim, he serves other gods. When you come to Eretz Yisrael, which is a house of Hashem, this is the house of God. So he says, V'shavti b'shalom, if I come back to Eretz Yisrael, El Bet Avim in Eretz Yisrael, Mimele, Vehaya Hashem Li Lelokim, chutz loretz, I don't have God, only here I have God. So the Beis Elokim and Vehaya Elokim is part of, since Hashem will bless me, the Tanai, the condition, V'shavti b'shalom Bet Avim, so Mimele in Eretz Yisrael, I will have a Beis Elokim and I can have God, because in the chutz loretz I can have a Beis Elokim and not God, because chutz loretz in essence is like serving idols, like oh Rabbi the Zohar, Eli Eloki, Eloka.
It goes to Eretz Yisrael. It means the Tanai is Eretz Yisrael.
It's part of the neder, but after the Tanai that is Shavti b'Shalom Beisavi, then I'm coming back to Eretz Yisrael. So Eretz Yisrael, and that's the only place which I can make Beis Elokim, Vehaya Hashem Li Lelokim, is Eretz Yisrael. Which means, he says, the conditions you want me to build a house of Hashem and make Hashem Elokim, you have to bring him back to Eretz Yisrael. So if you do your condition, bring him back to Yisrael, so then I can be Hashem Li Lelokim. I can, because in Eretz Yisrael, only in Eretz Yisrael, you can make Hashem Li Lelokim and Beis Elokim. Chutz loretz says, Kim Hashem Li Lelokim, there's nothing of it. Now, according to Rashi, it's a condition that he wants that the name of Hashem will be on me from beginning to the end, which means shelo yimotze psul bezari. Shelo yimotze psul bezari. I won't find a blemish in my seed, which is all my children will go in the ways of Hashem.
Usually, other psukim means like the person is dead already. Why you don't say okay? Only if the person dies, you say Yochel Shmoy. You don't say okay. So it means Yochel Shmoy means. It means dafka has to be dafka the zaro. Because if it's not zaro, it cannot be when the person is alive. You don't put a shot on the person's shem when he's alive.
The Orach Chaim says, Dover Godol Diber Yaakov Bazeh. שנזכר ולא אמר שיסייחד אלו והשם אלוהיקים כדרך שנייחד אל אבויסו ואלוקי אברהם. אלוקי יצחוק, אלוקי יעקב. It says, Adarabbi. Part of the Tanai, the Orach Chaim learns is a Tanai, but not Tanai shel yimotze psul bezari. It says, where's the Ramuz, where's the hinted? It's not Ramuz in the Apostle. There's no remez. ואין אני יודע איך רמוז דובר זה באומרו ובואי השם אלוהיקים. Where in Hashem Elokim means I won't have psulim zagi. It says, all Hashem Elokim means Hashem will put his name on me. I'll be Merkova Lashchin, I'll be Eloike Yaakov. You have a problem, it's only after his death. And Hashem gave him, he says, V'tim tzoshaken oyo. The Orach Chaim says, Dechsi vayikro loi kel Eloike Yisrael, v'achri ken shilim nidra shenod alasos even azois.
So you have to say Rashi, you have to say, because it cannot be Yochel Shmuel like the same kasha.
Yes.
It must be the children.
Okay.
By definition.
This is what I want to explain. I want to explain this concept. Yes. מה? זה מה שהולך להסביר.
אבל עד כמה זה זהו? עד כמה?
בנים, לכאורה בנים.
לכאורה זה בנים.
כן.
בנים,
זה אין לדבר סוף. But I want to explain this concept. Why Vehaya Hashem Li Lelokim means that none of my children will go stray away. That was Kashur Chadashni, Orach Chaim says, Hashem Li Lelokim, you don't know my zera. And the answer is yes, it is. Because if the parents, it's only the father, you have mother too, then maybe that's why you need the baruch. But if the parents, Hashleimus v'midois, Shleimus v'avodas Hashem, automatically the children do not stray away. What do we find this? The Maharsha in Masechet Sanhedrin says by Ben Soyer Umoire, the Gemara says, Ben Soyer Umoire me'olam lo nivra. Never was. It was never there. Ben Soyer Umoire means if a child steals from his parents' money, in the age between 13 and 33 months, and he buys meat and drinks wine, and he does it a couple of times. We're afraid that he's going wild and he's going to kill, and then he won't find what he wants to kill. So they bring him to court. His father and mother bring him to court. They give him lashes, and if he doesn't listen, they give him again. They bring him again, and then they kill him. The Gemara says the whole parsha never happened. Eladrosh v'kabel schar. Learn, and you get reward. What do you learn? The Maharsha says, what do you learn from it? The Maharsha says, the Gemara explains why Ben Soyer Omeira never happened. Why? Because the Gemara says that the father and mother have to be the same. They have to be the same koil, kolam shaveh. Shavim b'mareh, they have to look the same voice, same appearance, same height, boto koma. They have to look the same, you can hear the same voice. They have to look the same and the same height. The Maharsha says, what does that mean? Ma kavanah b'zeh. It means that the parents in the home give the same voice. And the child doesn't see any crack in the parents' ideas. They're very clear what they want from him. It's not possible that the child will stray away if the parents are total together and one shot, one thing. It's not possible. Here Yaakov Avinu cannot promise that his wives, Rochel, Leo, Bilo, Zilpo, will be together with him, that Shelo Yimotze Psul B'Zar needs a brocha from Hashem. But where's the brocha? Vehaya Hashem Li Lelokim, sheyochul shmoi olam mitchila v'atzoif. If Yaakov Avinu, it's a complete pure person, that he has God's name from beginning and end on, which means nothing is complete merkava to Hashem, even if his wives are not there, lo yimotze psul b'zar. He needs haftocha from Hashem, because it's not only him, it's also her. But it's one shaykh to the other. The Orachaim says, Echon Ramuz. V'or Hashem Li Lelokim, where's the remez that his children will not stray away? The answer is, if the parents are metukan, im ha'aba v'ima metukanim, or לפחות אחד מהם, אז הילדים metukanim. So the children are fixed. Although you need haftocha, you need a brocha from Hashem, because only the fathers, rak abba, ze lo ima. But that's the connection. V'oya Hashem Li Lelokim, I'm asking Hashem to be totally pure, that we're able to train my children, shelo yimotze psul b'zar. It's a result. Ze chad totzah shel hasheni. If the father has God's name, mitchila v'atzoif, mistam, it's not vaday because you have a wife in a brocha, mistam shelo yimotze psul b'zar. The zera will not be straight away. The Ralbag says, Avraham Avinu got married 25 years old. So was 15. Yitzchak got married 40 years old. Yaakov Avinu got married 84, 85. Why they got married so late? The Ralbag says, because the Obas HaKdoshim knew that they needed to build a nation. So, that they get married late to metaken themselves, to prepare themselves for shleimus, for completeness, before they have children. Because they get married young, the children are not shleim because the father's not sholem, the father's not completely meileh, imotze psul b'zar. So in order to have complete children, they have to prepare themselves. The Baal Atanya says, it says, "V'ahavtas Hashem Elokim, you love your God with all your heart, all your mind, all your soul. V'shinantam levonecho, she'divrei Torah mechudodim beficho v'imshalcho odom al tegamken." The Torah for your children has to be sharp. Whatever the child asks you, know that an answer. It can be real physical children or talmidim, but pashtas is bonim. Pashtas, the simplicity means children. So the Baal Atanya says, before a person gets married, he needs to know kol ha-Torah kulo, she'divrei Torah mechudodim beficho. Bavli, Yerushalmi, Chumash, Mishnais, everything. Mitzadi Karadin. Okay? Not always you could. So you have a few years till your children grow up and they know how to ask questions. So you have extension. But really, Mitzad Adin, a person has to be ready before he gets married. V'shinantam levanecho, shivetorah mechudodim meficho. The Rabbi Sagdoishi got married late because the children they had, they knew that to bring children to be shleimus, loimotze psul bezano. Afar Piken Avram Avinu had Ishmael, Yitzchak had Esau, but Yaakov was different. Yaakov was a sholem. Vehaya Hashem Li Lelokim, it's part of a bracha that he's asking at night, but it's also part of the avoid. It's in between. It's part of the avoid of Yaakov. If Yaakov Avinu has Hashem Li Lelokim, Mimele, his children will not be a psul. It's not a father because you have a wife in the bracha, but it's part of the avoid of Yaakov Avinu. And that's why, where's Romuz? This is it. Hashem Li Lelokim, I'll be totally complete. That God's name, Yochun Alai Mitchilo V'atzoif, Shelo Yimotz Psul B'Zayim. When I was a young bocher, I got married. I wanted to get married, so I went to Rabbi Chaim Kanievsky. And I asked him, which type of girl I'm going to search for? If I get married to a girl, then the parents are not Talmidei Chachomim, or the Baal Teshuvas, they don't have a background of Yichus. There's any nafkamina? So he told me, no, there's no nafkamina. Bat Bet Yaakov, it's like a bas Talmid Chochem. But he told me, however, there's enough kamina. If the girl you get married doesn't have yichus, when you have children, and the children fall into nisyonos, to tests, if there is schus avos, so they've been protected. If you have schus avos, they can get damage.
אז זה הקדוש כותב, התחילת פרשת תולדות, he says that Avraham Avinu, the schus that he was nitzor forbidden from Kimshem Ha'esh from Nimoy, is b'schus Yaakov.
For the future generation, wow. Not only back.
You go backwards, but Avraham Avinu didn't have way to go backwards.
So yeah, future.
That's why it says the kfil instead of toldos.
Okay, good.
Avraham,
it's
we say the whole field because we say.
But anyhow, here is one a result of the other. So we, as a bochim in the yeshiva, you have to know that you enter in the yeshiva, you have to work on your midos, on your character. You have to work on your knowledge of Torah to be shleimus. You have to work on your spirituality, connection to Hashem. My son told me, we had a Shabbos outside this Shabbos. So he spoke in public. He says, listen, you know what? My father, the Rabbi bless his memory, told him when he was 14 years old, he davened shachis or mincha, ordered the davening. He davened, like regularly. My son Moshe. He davened 7 minutes mincha or shachis, one essay. So the Rabbi told him, what's going on? You already yeshiva ktane. Why you only daven 7 minutes? So what do you mean? You also daven even less than me, 5 minutes. What are you talking to me? 7 minutes is okay? He says, no. You're now starting to becoming a man. You're starting your life, your foundation, your relationship with Hashem. You have to have 40 minutes, 40 minutes, that's what he said. 20, 40 minutes. After you build a relationship with Hashem, then you can dive in 7 minutes. You have Hashem every moment of your life. You can dive in because you're already with Hashem all day long. You just stay and talk to Him. The guy is just a wild 13, 14 years old kid. You're going to dive in 7 minutes? It's a joke. Well, it is. You're everywhere. No, you have to shake, you have to focus, and dive in 40 minutes. Because you're starting to build your relationship. When you're in Diaspora Yeshiva, baal teshuva, whatever you are, you're starting to build your relationship. You can't have davening 1 minute. You have a problem. This morning they daven like a rocket. I have a problem with it, okay? We have Seder time. To turkey down. It's a big problem. Very big problem. Okay? Okay, we do that's what we have. But really, when you could, you You have to daven long, or start with them and daven long shmones and then leave that tzibur. Why? That's you building your relation with Hashem. Yeshiva is you starting your relation with Hashem. You can't daven 5 minutes. Like the old rabbis here, they already have a relation with Hashem. Daven quick. You're just starting. Can't you daven slow, with all your heart, with singing, with crying. Vehaya Hashem Li Lelokim, you have to prepare yourself in order to get married. You have to preparation. You have to have a preparation. Achana. Hashem should give us a bracha. The Talmidim in Yeshiva will have the proper achana, proper preparation. Then we get married. We have nachas from all the children.
Amen.